family, welcome back to Transparent Tuesday, where I answer all of your questions in all honesty. And I know that it's fucking Wednesday because I got behind on my production schedule. So you're just gonna get it Wednesday today. And then next Tuesday, we'll resume as promised, okay? I'm black. I'm on color people time. Now, I gotta get right into this because y'all gave me a lot of questions. And I am deeply humbled at how much you all are trusting me with such personal details of your life. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Now, first question of the night. Plastic surgery after 50. She goes, hi Tasha. I will turn 51 years old this year, and I have been alone for 7 years. I was only in 2 relationships my entire life, in which one of them blessed me with my own grown daughter. But I've never been married. After feeling lonely and ugly at a certain age, you become invincible in our society. I'm debating whether or not I should go to the Dominican Republic and have lipo, Brazilian butt lift, breast lift, and tummy tuck. God damn. That's a lot of surgery. And I want to date, and my body went from Coke bottle to SpongeBob SquarePants. After one baby, you should have caught that shit earlier. You probably wouldn't be in this situation, okay? But in the back of my mind, I feel stupid for potentially putting my body and life through the torture of surgery that is only going to last, what, another 10 years? True, you got a damn point there. Okay. So, what is your opinion on the matter of plastic surgery after a certain age to boost self-confidence and date? I know that there is someone for everyone, but I know I won't be able to get naked in the shape I am. I'm a new subby, love your channel, and respect your style. Thank you so much for that question. Now, what are my thoughts on plastic surgery after 50? I'm gonna be honest with you. I only believe in plastic surgery when it's needed. I believe plastic surgery was only put in place for people who were disabled or maybe had breast cancer or something like that and they want to reconstruct their breasts. My views are very cutthroat on this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though all of my friends, my family members have had plastic surgery, they've had mostly their breasts done. Some of them have had some face reconstruction and things like that. But after 50, I don't know about that. Because, I mean, do you know what happened to Kanye West's mama? Do you know that is the reason why he has truly lost his mind, because he went to bury his damn problems into that woman? Kanye West's mom went and had plastic surgery, of course, after the age of 50, and she did not make it off that table. Hell, Usher's ex-wife went to, I believe, South America or somewhere like that in Brazil and almost didn't make it out of there. So you got to be real cautious, especially when you're going to these third world countries to get surgeries done, because they tend to be a lot less expensive and you can get a lot more done than you can in the United States on the US dollar. But you have to understand, you are putting your life at major risk, especially if you're not in the best shape, which means your body may not be working the way that it worked when it was in its 20s and 30s. And so now you're 50 years old and you have to be really smart about the decisions you make. Now, as far as you dating and being lonely is a choice, okay? I do understand that we need people in this life to help us get through certain things, to help us become more happier. But you should already be happy. That lonely state of mind that you're referring to, that's only a state of mind, okay? But you going to get surgery in the Dominican Republic, putting your life on risk, and you already think that you're lonely and ugly whenever you get the surgery, and then you think that your confidence is gonna rise all because on the outside you're looking better, but on the inside you ain't fixed shit. You might as well save your damn money and enroll into some therapy. And then if you come out on the other side of therapy and it works, then you can entertain the idea in the United States to get your surgery done, okay? But right now, I don't think this is what you need. I think what you need is some therapy to help you fall in love with you again. And then that love that you have on the inside, when you start to fall in love with yourself, it will attract somebody that will love you and all of your 50+ curves and more. And then you won't even think about surgery, because he probably gonna tell your ass, I'm not gonna fuck with you no more if you go under the knife. I want a real natural woman. Next question. Hey, Tasha. I'm very depressed right now. I've been with my husband going on 21 years and I'm only 40. Ever since we've been together, I've always worked and hustled. I don't know what the fuck you mean by hustle, but okay. I hope it was pushing real plates on the side in the barbershop. That's what I'm hoping. When we first got together, he was doing a little hustling and then he learned how to work on cars. That's good. He got a trade. He was doing that in the yard for a while until his brother helped him to start his own shop. Since then, I've been shot 2 times and I'm disabled. And I'm not able to make the money and contribute to the household the way that I used to. Now that my husband has had success with his new shop, he's been very disrespectful towards me. I go to church every Sunday and my kids have not missed Sunday school in the last 6 years. He's always gone and he never spends time with me. And the most time he's spent with our kids is no more than 1 day. I think because I'm not able to do the same things like I used to, and I'm not bringing in income like I did, and I'm in pain all the time and I stay depressed. But since he got that shop and has been making money, he just treats me any kind of way. And then I had his phone the other day. I seen a lot of numbers in his phone. A number that says Cousin Candy. For a minute, I thought it was my cousin and I called it and she says she's his cousin and I've been with him for over 20 years and this is the first time I've heard of a Cousin Candy. Tasha, what should I do? It seems like when I'm nice, he treats me like shit. But when I was loud and didn't care, he paid more attention to me. I just want to hear the real, no chaser. Thanks, I love you for being so real. Okay, that was quite heavy. So she's disabled, she's depressed. So I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Your man feeling himself and he done got some new pussy. That's what it is. So ain't nothing you can do right now to save this situation because he no longer needs you if you were the one hustling the most and making the most money back in the day. But now that you're not able to contribute and not able to probably have sex with him like you used to because you're mostly in pain, he done found a new bitch. So what I'm gonna say to you is you're gonna have to figure out a way to gain strength and leave him, because if he leaves you, it's gonna devastate you and it's probably gonna send you into a deeper depression. But if you make the decision that you're gonna walk away because you realize that you do not deserve to be treated like this, especially if you help that motherfucker get the shit that he has right now, you need to do your due diligence, leave the relationship, get loud, act like a bitch, because men like bitches and hoes anyway. That's the only time they fucking listen is when you cussing their ass out or ignoring them. I don't know why. It's like they like the chase or the hunt when they can get a woman that ain't paying them no mind to pay them all sorts of attention. That's what makes them feel like men. So I don't know what you're gonna have to do to get some things in order, but you need to leave before he leaves you and take every single thing and gives it to that new bitch. And then you really gonna be struggling and so will your kids. So you need to get one up on him first and tax that motherfucking ass before that side bitch get it. Next question. His name is Dre. What do I do? I've been with this woman for 4 years. I love her. I'm in love with her, but I don't find her sexually attractive anymore. And I've tried everything. I want to be with her, but I don't. It's been a year since I've been downstairs. Then he goes on to write, I'm also sleeping with my neighbor, and I don't want to stop. Help me. I'm going to help your ass, all right. You're saying that you're in love with this woman. You're saying that you're sleeping with your neighbor. You're saying that you haven't gone downstairs anymore, which means you haven't ate her out in a year. And you're trying to blame this woman for you not eating her vagina no more because you eating the vagina next door. That ain't got nothing to do with this woman. That has everything to do with you. And you need to get your sorry ass up and leave, okay? How you gonna fuck the girl neighbor? That's some dirty ass shit, and you wonder why women out here doing this shit here.
Fuck up this car, bitch. Fuck my motherfucking husband, bitch. I swear to God, I wouldn't do that. Fuck my motherfucking husband, bitch. Shit, I don't even know why you think I would do that. Fuck out this motherfucker, bitch. Fuck out this motherfucker. Get the fuck out! Bitch! Hey, I'm not gonna fight you because I swear to God I didn't do that to you, bitch. Bitch! Go the fuck home.
Now, if you have any motherfucking dignity, you would be a man, get your shit up, get your own place, or move in next door with that bitch. That's what you would do, and let that bitch take care of you until you get tired of eating her pussy, and then you eating her neighbor's pussy. That ain't got nothing to do with them women. And I truly feel sorry for the women that are even fucking you, and they're not able to see that your ass is creeping from door to door. Now, if I was your woman, and you gonna tell me you don't want to eat my pussy because you eating the pussy next door, and you are in love with me, your ass gonna be caught up in there in that bed next door, and that whole motherfucking house gonna be on fire. And I'm not playing. They won't even figure out how the fuck it happened. But y'all asses gonna burn in hell together. Don't send me no shit like that no more. Next question. Tasha, how do you suggest I get $6,000 back from my so-called lover? She hasn't returned it to me. I know we're in a relationship. But wait a minute. How? You asking for money back from a woman that you're in a relationship with. I know we're in a relationship, but that money is mine. We've been together 15 years. Tasha, I just want my money. We have properties together, like our co-op in New York. We also have a timeshare together. That was a huge mistake. Can you tell me also when she's filed taxes, do she get money back off of that timeshare? Thanks. Now, I can't give you any legal or contractual or any tax advice without knowing your whole situation. So I appreciate you reaching out to me, telling me this here. But if you guys are still in a relationship, which you said in this question right here, she hasn't returned it to me because I know we're in a relationship, but that money is mine. If you've been with this woman 15 years and you're still in a relationship and you gave her $6,000 and y'all have properties together, the money is shared. And unfortunately, until you guys are not in a relationship is when you'll be able to demand what portion of these assets belong to you. But right now, you can't just say, it's like me saying to my husband, he takes $6,000 out of the account and we're married. I can't just ask him for that money back and get mad and demand that he gives me that money back. That money is his too because we're contractually bound to each other. So I don't know what kind of contracts y'all have in place, but I know if y'all living under the same roof, there ain't shit you can do about this until you decide to get up and leave. And then you will allow a court to settle what belongs to you and what belongs to her, which will probably be 50-50. All right, woo, next question. I have to call Judge Mathis here for that shit. Her name's Lydia. I can finally say her name. I guess I just need someone to vent to. I let a lot of friends go because of the relationship I'm in, and I have no social life. The only recent social life I've had was when my boyfriend wanted to have a threesome. Okay, Tiny. All right, Tiny. He was either going to cheat with or without me. Okay, that's fucking interesting. So I stood by my man and searched the web with him, and in the long run couldn't do it. Girl, I'm glad. I'm glad. I take back my Tiny comment. I'm sorry about that. I was reading as we go. Let me keep reading here. He brings it up once in a while. I want to leave him, but I have no place to go and no money and no car. Hold that thought right there. I'm gonna come back to that, okay? Because that shit bothers me when women tell me I have no place to go. I just want happiness and respect for myself and my kids. Just yesterday, we went out as a family to Buffalo Wild Wings. I used to work them. What should have been a good time turned into a disaster. I was still bruised from the night before and had a busted lip and tried to cover it up and keep smiling. I'm always on my game. But I feel so broken. If I were to ever call the cops on him again, they will take my kids. I can't have that, which is why I just can't go to my family. I try to work it out with him, but I'm just angry with him all the time. He has lost my respect. Well, I will hope that he doesn't have any of your respect. For you to say that you do not have anywhere to go, I think honestly that is a state of mind because you haven't searched for options, okay? There are state programs that'll help you, like Section 8. You can apply for that shit and not tell him or anybody what's going on. You not wanting to go to your family, that's a pride thing. But let me be honest with you. I would rather stay with my family and allow them to talk shit about me for letting this nigga whoop my ass and talk shit to me and probably fuck other hoes on the side than me staying and getting my ass whooped and probably catching fucking AIDS or some shit I can't get rid of, or worse, watching my kids learn how to be in a relationship with a motherfucker that treats you the way that he's treating you. I would rather just stay with my family and let them talk shit until I get approved for my housing, and then I'm able to move into my house, go back to school, or either get some type of job and work your way up in the company. But for you to say you don't have any options, that's just a state of mind because you've given up. And when you've given up, basically that's when your mind shuts down and it's not able to create, because right now you're depressed. And when you're not in a creative state, you think all of your options have exhausted. And that's the reason why we have people who have jobs, and when they lose their jobs, they go and either shoot up an entire fucking office or jump off a bridge, because they've shut their mind down to any and all the possibilities that are out there. And you just need to open your mind up, get your ass on the internet, just like you're watching me, and figure out what your state has to offer. And once you get that plan in order, you call one of your family members up and you tell them you are sick and tired of this man beating your ass and treating you like shit, and I'm gonna need to stay with you, and I'm gonna need help with watching my kids. And they do have state programs that'll help pay for your kids' daycare, or if they're old enough, your kids can watch themselves while you go to work, save some money, and then you'll get your own spot. But you got to get the strength up. You got to do it. I can't tell you how to do it, and he can't tell you how to do it. And I'll be damned if I was in a situation like this. Hell motherfucking no. Don't call the police. Just figure out how the fuck you can leave and take your kids with you, and whoever you got to stay with. If you got to move your kids from house to house because somebody tripping, you got to do what you got to do. But for you not wanting to hear their mouth, you need to come up with a better excuse. Otherwise, your ass is probably going to OD on some shit, which I pray that you don't. And I pray that you get your ass on the internet, or either email me where you at, where you stand, and hell, I'll do it and set up a 6-month plan for you to get your life together. Okay? That's your next step. Now that has taken a lot out of me. So I've gotten literally 10 questions. This is all that I have for tonight. I have like 10 more questions. I'll put them in a video that'll be coming next Tuesday, okay? So I'm gonna catch up on all your questions. I really appreciate you guys for trusting me with such deep and personal information. And I will do my damnness to help you, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had situations in life that have caused me to want to give up, but there's always been this fire in me that has just always said, you know what? There's got to be more to life than just this. And so I have always had no problem with researching and answering questions, and even lowering my pride just so I can go learn from somebody else so that I can advance further. You got to be willing to take some steps back and probably take some hard fucking criticism, because that's the only way you'll be able to excel, okay? Now I gotta go. Now before I go today, I am drinking a rather inexpensive Bordeaux, okay? This is a Sauvignon Blanc made in the Bordeaux region of France. Anytime you see Bordeaux, that means the wine was grown or originated from the Bordeaux region of France, which is where most wine comes from, okay? This is a Sauvignon Blanc. To me, this is slightly dry. I kind of got thirsty throughout the commentary. I don't know if you saw me lisping for my words and stuff like that. That's typically what dry wines do. This one to me kind of tastes slightly like a pink grapefruit, not so extra grapefruity, which is a nice wine that'll complement most salads, okay? I'll put the link below for this. This is a wine that I picked up while I was in Paris on vacation, and it literally cost me $6. I mean, the wines in Paris are so inexpensive. I'm telling you, I could become a wine lush for merely $20 a week, which is pretty cheap. Like I said, it's a great wine. Very light, kind of grapefruity, but dry as hell. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like the video, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at UNWINEWITHTASHAK. And if you didn't like the video, you can still subscribe anyway, just so you can cuss my ass out. Not that I'm gonna give a damn anyway. Now I gotta go. Bye.